Phases in your life come and go. The toddler phase, the growing phase, the it's not a phase phase, the emo goth phase. Okay, maybe not all. But like most phases, the laning phase in League of Legends might be the most important meal of the day, because like breakfast, it is how you start to get fed. Laning phase tends to last from at least the first 10 minutes of the game to 15 or maybe even 20 in really slow-paced metas. For that first minute and a half until minions spawn, buy your starting item and health potions, then head to your assigned lane. I'll treat the scenario like it is a co-op versus AI game, because if you're a beginner thrown into PvP, you will hate yourself and your mother. Also to note, League is why I never knew the term ads. Playing games like Final Fantasy XIV with the squad or watching them play Destiny 2 had me out here looking for commercials in game. Do you or someone you know suffer from adsoasis? Would you like to find a way to deal with ad subscriber cyst? Stupid. So those terms are interchangeable in case that's more of the background that you work with is the term ads. Ads, minions, same thing. You can start the laning phase one of two ways as a beginner player. The first is to keep behind your minion wave and focus on staying safe, positioning back and forth around them, and last hitting the enemy minions. Now the importance of CSing or creep score or minion kills or ads, all the same thing here, is that you only get gold if you are the killing blow on an enemy minion. Much like actually ending someone, you get the crime if you did the final blow. In a video game, obviously. Additionally, you can risk positioning a bit aggressively to harass or poke the enemy champion in lane if you can safely do so, but only if you can trade in a way that conserves your HP, otherwise it's not actually worth it. Listen, sometimes a low health enemy or bot will run away. Let them. Congrats, you now have control of the lane. Until the enemy jungler shows up and kills you for being overextended. Please ward. If you can't ward, then do not overextend, and never ever chase under tower. Like ever. It is never worth it. That means sometimes you retreat too. Use the B button to recall back to base, preferably back under your tower. It happens. The second way you can play the laning phase is to focus on levels. Each time you gain a level, you gain base stats like damage, some HP, some mana, etc. And in the laning phase, abilities. Even if you are not last hitting minions, be near them when they die to gain XP still, and focus on hitting, for example, level 2 before your opponent, with the idea that you will immediately position to attack them when you hit level 2. In short, you will be stronger for a small window of time, even if you cannot get the kill. At level 2, you have 2 abilities. If they're still level 1, they have 1 ability, for example. At level 3, you'll have 3 of your abilities, they'll have 2, and that repeats. And even if you can't get the kill, you can still harass them, whittle them down a bit, or even force them to back to base early. You can repeat this for the first couple levels as well. When it comes to abilities, outside of a few exceptions, always put your first 3 points into each of your 3 main abilities. For level 4 and 5, level whatever you want, I ain't your daddy. However, level 6 is the earliest you can unlock your ultimate, so make sure you level that. Same goes for level 11 if the laning phase lasts that long. How long the laning phase lasts depends on the game itself. I could say it is usually the first 10 to 15 minutes of a game, but it could be a late game farming focused meta and invalidate all of that. So instead I'll say try completing your first item and completed boots, along with chipping down or taking down the outer tower in your lane. If you are jungling, farm enough to grab the Rift Herald by 10 to 12 minutes, or gank against overextended enemies if you feel you can. You can start grouping up once this happens and start the mid-game phase off. But again, if your comp is built different, you might want to split push and stay in your individual lanes. However, while not mandatory, especially in bots, if you are in lane and you see your jungler trying to take dragon or herald near you, and you have your opponent pushed up or even made them recall back to base, please check the mini-map so you can go help them. More people, faster it is taken, less chance of a steal or people dying, though at the same time, actually more chance of a skirmish, so be ready to fight. Or flight. Or fight while flighting. Which leads to my final point, the mini-map. Especially in PvP, check it constantly. The mini-map will only have vision on things you ward and lanes, but checking it constantly might catch someone if they cross one of your wards and give you a heads up that you are about to get jumped. Or let you know where the enemy is and that you can do the jumping and have more people than the person you jumped. Make the mini-map a habit and you'll screw over your enemies more than rabbits. But as a very simplistic rundown of the laning phase, in this But that is a very simplistic rundown of the laning phase in this video series that is designed to help teach my friends League of Legends. But that's all from this video from me. So thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification, the actual subscribe button. We'll do individual champions as episodes also, and we'll also go into more detailed and intermediate stuff down the road. But I don't know which video will be next. We'll just have to wait and see. So until next time, take care and enjoy pizza responsibly. Thank you for watching.